What the hell happened here? What a place. It's all kicking off over there now. I look like a complete idiot now, don't I? Got my hand back. And it's so peaceful. Well, it would be if I stopped talking. Welcome to the Langdale oven. It is absolutely red hot today. So I've just finished work and I thought, you know what? I fancy a night under the stars in the tent and just get out into nature because I need to get away from work, I need to get away from people. I'm going crazy, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. Why not? So yeah, the idea is, again, a little bit like the last time when I had no plan, same valley, scary enough, is I'm just going to head up there somewhere. I don't know where, just in that direction and see if we can find somewhere half decent to pitch. So we should get a good sunset tonight, should get a good sunrise tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get through Stool End Farm and on to the waterfall. Okay, just approaching Stool End Farm. I've actually taken two photographs here that I really love. There's the Hurdy Festival one and Ochai the Coo was down here as well. Classic Lakeland farm. Shot underlined with blood. Well, this is a bonny looking horse. I mean, I hate horses, but it's a nice looking one. He's going to ignore me. Not interested. It's like an oven. I always do that. I always try and go through the kissing gate and realise that I'm just going to get wedged. But luckily, there was a fat boy gate. It's got a real glacial feel about it here. It reminds me a little bit of parts of Nepal. That sounds weird, but it does. Not a lot of water though, wow. It's times like this that I really wish I'd put shorts on. But I know for a fact it's going to get cold later on. In fact, it's forecast to drop to about 7 degrees in the valley, and up there it'll be closer to 0, so it's just having to deal with those extremes at the moment. Look at these two. As you can see, the landscape is already getting a little bit more dramatic. And I can just and so make out the path that I'll be going up towards, well, alongside Warnyside Waterfall Force. It's very beautiful around here, isn't it? Cute little footbridge. Ah, wonderful. Right, up we go. Now it's going to start getting serious. The real sweating begins. But thankfully there's a breeze, and I was a little bit worried about that. I was worried there'd be no breeze on top and a gazillion midges. Oh, this is brutal. I have to warn you now, there's going to be a lot of sweat. It's probably all over my cap, it's probably soaking wet. And every now and then that breeze completely stops and it just turns into an oven. Oh, little lamb. We're now approaching the top of Warnyside Force. Path is getting a little rockier now. Now decision point. Go that way, slide to death, or go this way and maybe also slide to death. Let's go have a look. Problem is with this bag, and I'm probably going to get loads of grief off you guys for not travelling lightweight, but this is my camera bag. I need my camera, nowhere else to put it. But I can't see my feet, and it's a little bit sketchy in places like this. Almost at the top of this section, and then we've got a really steep pull up. Okay, that's the short steep section just there, look. I'm going to get across this. Okay, reach the ford. Right, let's get across without slipping. Oh, losing balance. Ooh. Got this very steep section here. Fortunately, it is a stepped path. I can just take little steps up it, so nice and steady. I'm gonna not talk to you now until I get to the flipping top, so see you in a minute. Oh, about half an hour, maybe an hour. That's nice. Volcanic eruptions, look. Looks like there's a bit of iron in there as well. Now this is a gorge, isn't it? It's a gorgeous gorge. Hey Hurdy! It's lovely seeing all the black lambs out hefted, you know, up here to where they spend all the time. So they've always been let loose, probably from Stool End Farm, and unleashed on the fell. And this is where they'll spend the season, you know. And if you're new to the channel, you might not have seen me talk about these sheep before. These are the Herdwick sheep. Yeah, very hardy breed, brought over by the Vikings. And the reason all the lambs are always black, and the reason they're always black is a camouflage thing. Because obviously where they come from, Scandinavia, there's a lot more black rock. So the lambs could hide amongst all the black rocks. Not far off the col now. Sorry, I'm out of breath. That's a brutal climb, but it's all opened up now. So we've got the Langdale pikes right here, we've got Pike Stickle, Harrison Stickle, and we look see way over into the park now. Mardale Ilbell's over there, Lingmoor, I can see Windermere, Pike of Blisco, see Red Tarn now, see Wetherlam, wonderful. Just getting to the call between Crinkle Crags, Hurdy, and Bowfell. It's Bowfell up that way. And in a minute, we'll get our first glimpse of Scarfell Pike and Scarfell. Wow, it's really clouding up now. Very interesting landscape round here though, isn't it? All these rocks. I mean, look at that slab there. It's like a mini version of Great Slab up on Bowfell. That last pull up there was tough. My brain cells aren't working anymore. What's my brain cell? Let's keep going up here. And I'll see if there's like an obvious little place, maybe something like this, just to wedge my tent into and then settle down for the night. Obviously heading that direction, but I'm just going to pop off the path here and have a look, see if there's anywhere half decent round here, because if I can get a flattish bit of grass here, it'd be perfect really. And that view behind me. It's quite special, isn't it? Yeah, it's a really, really fascinating place. You know, geologically, what the hell happened here? Okay, I think I found my spot for the night. Just here in this little bit of a hollow. I've got a little bit of shelter here. Just as I came down here, all the breeze stops completely, so it seems quite sheltered, obviously from that side, that direction, out to the west. A little bit open there, doesn't matter, and then a little bit sheltered here over to the east as well, so it should be pretty good. And it's dry and it's flat, so this looks like a nice cozy spot, and I can sit somewhere on one of these rocks and have a brew and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a perfect campsite. So I'm excited, very excited in fact, because normally it takes me ages to find a spot. Right, let's get the tent up. So lovely doing this without frozen fingers. What a difference it makes. Okay, let's get all the gear inside, get everything unpacked, get the mattress set up, get the sleeping bag rolled out and stuff, lofted, because I think it might get a bit chilly later on. And then, yeah, just chill and watch the sunset, get my camera out and just enjoy this wonderful, wonderful environment. I'll do what I did last time. I'll have a little wander around and, you know, probably have a beer, fall off some crag somewhere, but that's okay, it's all right, we're used to that. Right, let's get it all in. Oh, get all that grass from last time. Isn't that terrible? There we go. I'm going to leave that there for now because I'm going to come back out. Oh yeah, that's my food. That's the most precious bit. I'll leave that there. I'm not going to mess around here tonight because I don't want to let anything nasty come in. So let's just get stuff out that I need as quickly as possible. Right, in a dry bag. Here we go. Okay. That'll do, all done. Okay, I appear to have misplaced my sunglasses around here somewhere, probably inside the tent. And my cap is completely sodden wet with sweat, so I'm just letting that dry out there in the sun, so I'm afraid. I do apologise, you might want to put your sunglasses on. Right, tent's up. Got my little neighbours here as well. Now that would be a great shot, wouldn't it? In fact, I'm going to get it. Camera is on. And you're not going to play ball, are you? Oh, don't show me your bum. That's no good, is it? I think what we shall do is go for a little wander somewhere. Have a little wander over here, go and check out the various views. But I think before I do that, you know exactly what time it is. It is Steve Wallace Step 2 time. Damn it. Okay. We definitely need to evolve a third arm, don't we? One to carry this camera that I'm filming with, one to carry my other camera, and one to carry a beer. Very important. But look, so literally, you know, there's the tent. Literally, and we've got England's two highest mountains there. Literally, what, 10 steps, and this is the view I'm getting. So it would have been nice to have been able to camp right on the very edge, but it doesn't matter, does it? Look at that. Wonderful. Really looking forward to waking up tomorrow morning to this. So the sun will be rising from that direction tomorrow morning. Hopefully nice. And you never know, I mean, this is Langdale Valley here, so you do get quite a lot of inversions in here, a lot of mist lying down at the bottom. So we might get lucky. You just don't know. You don't know what you're going to get. I mean, it's June. It's the 2nd of June. So, and of course we've got our little flossy fellside friends. It might seem like a lot of effort coming up somewhere like this, you know, in terms of packing your bag and driving up here and walking all the way up here and sweating like mad, setting the tent up, blah, 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 and then doing it all in reverse tomorrow, you know, just for one night. It seems a bit pointless, but the joy you get from doing this sort of thing, yeah, it just rewards you tenfold. All that energy you may have expended, you get it all back. That's looking really nice. Just, I say it all the time, shame about the blue sky in the background, because if that was an epic dark black background there with the pikes in front with that light on it, sheesh. I'm waffling. I don't know if you've noticed, by the way, but my 2 fingernails are basically collapsing and falling off. That was caused by not that terrible windy snowy night, you know, the one over on Langdale Pikes, but the very first one I did over on, way over there, Black Sails. You can just kind of make out Black Sails over there. My hand got so cold at one point, I think it was in the morning, it got so cold that I actually thought, I think I might have just got frost in it with that, because it's, you know, I couldn't feel it, and it took ages for my hand to warm up. And then a couple of weeks after that, my nails went a bit weird, like big dents on them and that. And it's called Bose lines, B-E-A-U-S, Bose lines. And yeah, it can be caused by extreme cold. So if you're wondering why my hands look a bit manky, that's the reason why. Just, you know, this is the stuff that I go through to entertain you and bring you to these amazingly wonderful but flipping harsh places. Love it. Look at that. Look at Bowfell. Look at these like mini gullies coming down the front of it here. Love that. They kind of remind me of gills of a shark. I can't begin to tell you how lovely it is to be able to sit outside like this and not be frozen or getting wet or anything like that. It's wonderful. You know, those kind of crazy winter camps, they just make these summer camps even more enjoyable, if that makes sense. You appreciate them more. And it's the perfect way to decompress after a hectic week, working a lot of hours, just to come up here and do this and get away from everything, all the normal responsibilities and duties and life, the stuff that, you know, we have to do in modern life. Just taking things right back to simple terms. A bit of nylon, a bit of food, a couple of beers. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than, I say this a lot, it doesn't get much better than this, but it really doesn't. So I suspect the sun tonight is gonna set way beyond both the Scaffells, way beyond Crag as well. It's a shame because I kind of in my mind's eye I thought that I'd be able to watch it all the way down to the horizon, see out towards the sea, because the sea is just beyond there. But I'd need to be a bit further up that way, and I got a bit lazy. You know, if you've never been wild camping before and it's something that maybe scares you a little bit, don't be scared. Pick a day like today. This is perfect. This is the perfect weather conditions, you know, warm, sunny. I mean, you've got just enough wind to keep the midges away, but it's not, you know, obviously blowing a hoolie. And just bring a couple of layers just to keep you warm a little bit later on. And that's it, really. It's so easy. And if you're not too sure about doing something like this, just start off in a campsite. You know, get used to your tent, get used to sleeping in it and all the gear and all that kind of stuff, and then just slowly but surely work your way up the hill. You know, it's such a liberating feeling. It's obviously tapping into something primal. There must be something in that it's, and it must be something in all humans, that we have this primal instinct. And I think once we tap into it for a couple of times, we seem to unleash it even more. It's a weird thing, and I just crave this stuff even more now. Primal psychosis. It's just stuff we evolved with, you know, for hundreds of thousands of years, living like this, very simple lives. Not lives spent on phones and technology and convenience food and all that stuff. It's just stripping it back to simplicity. I'm saying about convenience food, but I've brought the ultimate convenience food tonight. Yeah, temperature's dropped a little bit, as you can see. I thought I'd go and rug up a little bit. So we're looking at, let's have a look. We are now at 10 to 8. So we've probably got about another hour or so until sunset. And then I think, well, in the next hour, the temperature is definitely going to drop quite a lot. And caps dry. You know, they might not be the coolest looking caps in the world, but they are quick drying, and you can scrunch them up and shove them in bags and all sorts. So they are good for this kind of thing. Some interesting light out there at the moment, just hitting the side of the band there. Don't know if you can see that. And we can now see the shadow of Fell down there in Langdale. And not a soul around. I saw a couple of guys going up there before, up to the top of Fell. I don't know if they were camping. It looks like they had very lightweight gear, so I'd imagine they're probably just doing a bit of a late walk. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice being here by yourself, you know, just surrounded by a bunch of herdies. It's lovely. And it's so peaceful. Well, it would be if I stopped talking. I think I'm going to finish this beer, and then what I'm going to do is get me butties, and I'm going to go and sit over there and just watch the sunset. Oh, this is a great little spot. Look at this. Right, I thought I'd pop down here now. I've not got my sandwiches, I'm still having that beer. So it was just looking really amazing, looking out towards the pikes there. Just see a little bit, because it's quite hazy, and kind of just make out these crepuscular rays slicing between the two pikes, so through Mickledore there. And we get a better view now looking down towards Great Moss as well. Great Moss on the other side there, sorry. Upper Eskdale here, lovely. And we can see a little bit of that long ridge that branches off from Esk Pike. Wonderful. Actually, I really like the shape of that. I like the way it flows down in front of the pikes there. Not that long from now, I think there'll be some incredible light. As the sun drops a little bit more, I think those crepuscular rays will increase in intensity and hopefully get some shots. Who knows? I don't know. We need to be careful in here, by the way, because that's just a big slab that falls off into nothingness. Just look at this landscape. It's just incredible, isn't it? This huge slabs of rock at weird angles and that big boulder there, and it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Love it. Can you tell? Yeah, that's nice. Because it's so light, it can be quite a minimalistic shot as well. I like simple shots, simple views, no clutter. What a place. Yeah, those crepuscular rays are definitely getting more defined now. I mean, I don't know if it'll be a decent shot, but it looks nice anyway. Okay, it's just dawned on me that actually I can just get that exact same shot from here, right by the tent. The tent's here, and I can just stand here and get it. So it's looking amazing out towards the pikes. Looking a bit dull, mind you, but still looking pretty good. Can't beat a big block of sandwiches, can you? The size of that. I've not eaten today, by the way. This is my breakfast. Crazy, I know, but it's just kind of what I do. Oh, look at this. Cheers. What a view. Oh, damn it. It's all kicking off over there now. Okay, I'm going to try and ignore it for a minute because I need to eat. Hard to ignore though. Well, this is turning out to be an absolutely beautiful sunset. And there's this little family of herdies moving around. They swept through before, moving really quickly, getting all the grass, you know, all of it, and just hanging around. I got really close to them, but they just move at the wrong time. So I might have got a couple of shots, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's lovely. It's so still, not a breath of wind now. And the last time I said that, I think it all went south pretty quickly, but I don't think it will tonight. It's so beautiful. Let's go and have a look at these herdies. But the sun, you can see it's just about to drop, like I said earlier on, just off to the north of Crag. Look at them. And there's a little lamb there as well. Let's go and have a look at the lamb. Go and say hello to the gang. So yeah, they're not bothered about me at all. It's weird. I get pretty close. But yeah, look at the little lamb. Hey, herdies. Come on. Yeah, funny, aren't they? This is about as wild animals as we get over here. We don't get bears or mountain lions or anything, you know. Skunk, we don't even get a skunk. Just sheep, but they're flipping cute sheep. That is a quintessential Lakeland scene right there. Langdale's completely plunged into shadow as well now. Just got a little bit of sun hitting the tips of Langdale pikes, and that's it till tomorrow. And we've got a full moon tonight. I must admit, I didn't realise it's a full moon. I should have checked, shouldn't I? So yeah, it's probably going to be quite light all night. I mean, let's have a look at the time again. It's 9 o'clock. It's going to be dark around about 10, probably, you know, properly dark, 10, half 10. And then sunrise is at 4:30. So it's not going to get all that dark, really, I think, with the moon as well. It's good. So I've set my alarm for 4:30. I'm going to get up and, well, I don't know if I'll get any shots. I'm just going to stand here and just watch it because I think it could be quite nice. It could be, you know, just nice to look at. But that's a few hours off yet. I want to have a little wander. Once the sun's gone down, I'm going to have a wander up here, like I promised you, and have a look around and, yeah, do stuff. And that's it. The sun's gone. I don't have to worry about the shadow on me anymore. And I tell you what, it's like someone has flicked a switch. The temperature has dropped significantly. I'm going to get my down jacket on now, just like a thin down jacket. Okay, rugged up. Feels better now. Oh, look, same family. That's lovely, actually. That would be a really nice shot. I could be doing this all the time with the moon and the rock and the herdies, but yeah, you'd need a long exposure, and the herdies are just moving like mad. It's not staying still. So let's have a wander. Let's have a think. Let's go over this way. Let's stick to the edge. Yeah, let's go across the front here and have a look out towards the south. That's a great view. Look at that. So obviously with the hurdy, Scarfell pike, right through that little notch. And the bow fell. Honestly, it's such an amazing feeling when you come out wild camping. And I've said it before, you know, getting to this time of night where everybody's gone home, you're on your own. Yeah, you just got to rely on yourself and your own wits to take care of you. It's wonderful. It's a really nice feeling, especially on a night like tonight where it's so calm and it's so peaceful, no wind, and it's forecast to be the same tomorrow morning, so I'm very happy about that. Should get a pretty good night's sleep. Anyway, just being here, look at it. I think one of the reasons why I do this kind of wandering around after the sun's gone down is I don't want to go in the tent. Because once you're in the tent, you're kind of closed off. You could be anywhere. You could be in your back garden. You're suddenly cut off from this landscape. And that's why I really want to get a bivvy bag. I want to get out here and do some bivvying. Look at this place. Honestly, it probably looks tiny in this camera. This is I've got the wide setting at the moment on the GoPro. So everything will look flat and tiny and rubbish. But trust me, it's big. Everything is big and close. It's amazing. You probably can't hear it, but there's some lambs calling down there. Not a sheep shagger, by the way. I might look like I'm obsessed with sheep, but I'm not. So we can still see Wetherlam and Black Sails like we could before, but we can also see the prison band that goes up to Swirl Howe, and then Great Cars, and kind of just make it out as it drops down onto Wetside Edge, but it's a bit difficult now the sun's gone down. It's so quiet and it's so still. Well, this certainly beats that night up on Langdale Pikes over there. Where that knobbly bit is, just behind that, that's where it all kicked off that night with the wind that nearly blew the tent off. Nearly blew the tent to smithereens, actually. So I'm on the other side of the valley. What a difference it is tonight. There's not a sound. Oh, I can hear a jet now going over. But a minute ago, there wasn't any sound at all. Not even the sound of the wind. It's not very often you don't hear anything. This is a wonderful experience. Like I said earlier on, if you haven't experienced this, please try and do it. It is one of the most liberating and soul-enriching things that a human being can do. I know it sounds very grandiose, doesn't it? But it's true. Just getting out into nature and living in a tent. Beautiful sky. All these pinks. Well, like that there. That's really nice. The moon right in that notch. That's amazing, isn't it? Love it. I was going to get a brew on, but I think I might knock that on the head now. I'm quite tired. I might just get in the tent and get as much sleep as I can. Just sleep as hard as possible until 4:30 and yeah, get up for that sunrise. Right, let's get in the tent. Back in my cosy tent. What a difference it is compared to last time though. There's none of that going on. It's just nothing. It's so still. It's lovely. But flipping out, I'm so tired. It's 20 to 11, so I should get about 5 hours kip. So that's actually pretty good for me, 5 hours. I must admit, I'm a little bit troubled by what could be crawling in here. Kept the door shut all the time, but I don't know. Spiders get everywhere. I'm a complete arachnophobe, by the way. They absolutely terrify me. Ridiculous, I know. And I'm sure some of you just tell me to man up. Stop being pathetic. So fingers crossed for a complete and utter, uneventful and quiet night. Lots of sleeping, no drama. Don't want any drama, don't want any wind, don't want any weird stuff going on. Right, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is very, very early in the morning. It's 4:15. So we're looking about half an hour until sunrise, about 4:45 sunrise at the moment. But there's a beautiful glow over to the east and it's all illuminating the landscape at the moment. I don't know how well it's coming through in this camera, but rubbish night's sleep, has to be said. Around about, what time was it? I think it was 5 to 1 in the morning. I heard voices around about 50 metres away. I kind of estimate about 50 metres away from the tent. So probably not far off where the call is, you know, the path. And that kind of woke me up and spooked me a little bit. And then I sort of drifted back off a little bit again. And about an hour later, I heard more voices. Sounded a bit further away, but more shouty. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know who the hell's out walking around after dark, but yeah, made me nervous. But apart from that, you know, it was a really beautiful still night. Not a breath of wind. I mean, literally not even the slightest flap of the tent at all. Nothing. It's very unusual, really. Don't think I've got any crawlies on me, although when I opened the tent this morning there was a spider hanging right in the way. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to get a brew on and then go and sit on that nice little rock there and watch the sunrise. I've had a look and there's no mist in the valley at all. There's some mist further out to the east, but nothing in the valley here. So yeah, might as well just sit and watch it and enjoy. I'm going to use one of these coffee pods here. These are the Dow Egberts coffee pods, and I use these at home in my espresso machine. It's less mess, less faff. It's like a tea bag. Brilliant. Perfect for this sort of thing as well. That's going great guns this morning. Right, we're done. Perfect. The reason I use these was two reasons. One, it's just less faff in the morning when I'm at home and I don't have to clean that thing out all the time. But also they're biodegradable as well, which I think is really great, and compostable. I just leave it in now, just kind of drink it with it in. It gets stronger and stronger as I get through it. Right, let's go and sit over there on that rock and watch the sun come up. Ah, it's lovely seeing all the... Oh, my camera bag's going to come off and spill my coffee. No, it's all right. It's lovely seeing all the herdies waking up. Popping over the top of little crags and what have you. I look like a complete idiot now, don't I? Got my hand back. Just not my hand back. I just want my coffee. This is a great little spot, you know. Great little camp spot and a great little spot to come and sit and drink and eat and stuff. There you go, it's better. Let me just spin you around. Hopefully you can see this glorious view. Unfortunately, there are no clouds whatsoever. There's no mist whatsoever. When the sun comes up, it's going to come up and it's just going to be full-on sunshine. So photographically, naff. I tell you, I just wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now. Nowhere. I mean, look at it. Just wonderful. I think that bag's been in the bag a little bit too long. Here we go. Sun is just coming up over the top of Nethermost Pike. It's so weird how the sun, when it hits your skin, hits your eyes, just makes you feel good. So all the hills here now, I mean, you can see a little bit going down towards Slight Side there. Not quite on Slight Side, it's a bit further around, but you can see the sun hitting there. Oh, I've got loads of sunspots now on my eyes. Damn it. Yeah, and hitting the top of Scarfell Pike now as well. What time is it? So 4:54, so it came up round about 9 minutes ago. In a minute, when that's fully up, I'm going to go and sit over there and have some... No, I'm not going to make some porridge and come back here and sit here and have it. Glorious. It really is glorious. Let's get my rubbish bag out. I say it's a rubbish bag, but I've got a Mars bar in there that I haven't even eaten yet, so put that somewhere safe. I'm trying to decide whether I have a cup of tea now this time or not. It wasn't great, that coffee bag. Normally the coffee bags are really good, but I think that one's been in this bag for a little too long. Yorkshire tea. And we'll get this bad boy on again. So, porridge-wise, I've just got these little sachets here that eat it out of this thing. The bit that goes on the bottom of the jet boil. I don't know how long this has been in the bag either, you know. I've been in there for years. Right, let's head back over there and enjoy. How am I going to do this? I need 3 arms again. This ain't going to work. Ooh. I'll tell you what, I'll be so upset if I drop this. Oh, look at it. My bag's enjoying the view. Enjoying that sunrise. My camera's enjoying it. I think it's going to be an amazing day today. I think it's going to be really warm. I kind of don't want to go. That's the problem with wild camping, especially if you just, you're here for one night. It's so quick and it's over before you know it, and you've got to go home. It's a real shame, and I'm always really sad when I set off. In fact, even on fell walks, I love going up and I love being up high, but then at the end of the day when I have to go down, I get really fed up. But never mind. Right, porridge time. Well, that's quite an interesting thing going on there. Quick, get my camera. Weird bit of light going on. Okay, I have to pull myself away from there now because it's come to 6 o'clock and I kind of feel like I need to pack everything away and strike camp. If I start heading down soon, I'll get down to the van before having to put any sun cream on, which is a added bonus. Let's get all this mess packed away and get cracking. I'm going to turn this inside out now and get all the grass out for next time. That'll do. Anything else needs to go in? No, I think that's it. Let's have a quick check of where I was, check for pegs. Nope, nothing. Spot on. Okay, everything's packed away, tent's away. I'm just going to have a little wander over here, make sure I've not left anything on this glorious rock of destiny. Can't see anything. No rubbish, no camera gear, nothing. Right, in that case then, I don't want to go. I always feel like this when I'm going. Oh, it's really sad. I love it, I don't want to go. I want to live here. I could just live here in the tent. Just, I wouldn't hurt anybody, wouldn't disturb anybody. Oh, never mind. Right, let's have a quick final check. Leave no trace, remember. It's super important that. I think a lot of people don't. They don't care, they just kind of leave all the rubbish everywhere. Super preachy. It's first thing in the morning, I've hardly slept. It's 6:30. I'm a bit grumpy and a bit preachy, so, Anyway, right. Bag on, let's go. Okay, something doesn't feel right, but it'll have to do. Let's do it. Goodbye camp spot. Goodbye awesome little table. That was a great little spot. Right, I think it'll take about an hour to get down to the van. An hour-ish. I need to take it quite steady because obviously I can't see my feet. And the last time I went down the band with all this paraphernalia, I actually slipped and fell and crashed right into my knee. And I've still got a big lump there to this day. That was about 3 years ago. Morning, ladies. How are you doing? What a path. Let's make some progress. Let's get down to that lump and I'll catch up with you there. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Looks like there's some markers been laid out going up towards the Climbers Traverse. So I wonder if there's an event going on today where there's going to be runners going up there, which possibly means the people I could hear last night might have been putting these markers out. Three sisters. It's interesting, as I get lower, the midges are starting to swarm, and I guess it's just getting warmer. The day's getting warmer because it's now 7:30. I'm also getting lower, but big flipping black clouds of them, horrible. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. Love. Back on the road, literally 7 minutes walk from the van now. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, I really do. It's been a fantastic night for me, but I hope you've kind of got something from it and enjoyed it. So if you have, please, do the usual. Give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed it and you kind of like this sort of content, camping and hiking and maybe a bit of van stuff and a bit of photography as well, then why not consider subscribing? Because there's going to be a lot of these sorts of videos. And I think that's it. That is pretty much me done. So take care, everybody, and I shall see you back out in these hills very soon.